Shalom. First and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rachak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach me well, taught us his truth. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000 first and foremost, pushing his truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Hey, I'm your brother Tabal Yaquanah coming at you with another lesson, Lord willing, it's edifying. All right, and I want to go into Revelation, the 6th chapter and the 5th verse about the black horse, and this goes into the seals that were opened by the Lamb, that Lamb being Yahweh Shai. So start with verse 1. It says, and I saw when the Lamb, that Lamb being Yahweh Shai, opened one of the seals. All right, and the seals is blocked mysteries. All right, and the seals also refers to judgments that's going to be released in the earth to the wicked and to those that serve the Lord. So you're going to be judged, to based on your actions and your conduct, in this life. All right. So it says, continuing on, it says, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts, all right, the four beasts goes into angels. It says, saying, come and see. All right. So you can read through, it goes into the white horse, it goes into the red horse, and then in verse 5, it goes into the black horse. All right. So verse 5, Revelation 6 and 5, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. All right, so a black horse goes into debt or slavery. All right, and also goes into the beginning of famine. And we know that America is in heavy, heavy debt, but they just, they keep running the tab up because really, America, Babylon the Great, according to the book of Revelation, 17th chapter, that whore that rides the beast back, right? That beast being NATO and the EU, all right? And also the revival of the ancient Roman Empire. So we're in Rome 2.0. Just like in Rome, ancient Rome was ran by the Edomites. This new Rome is ran by the Edomites as well, man. The Edomite being the so-called white man. Okay, So yeah, you have that black horse going into debt, famine, and the point I was trying to get to is that America has that huge amount of debt, but the reason why it doesn't really blink an eye at it is because they got the Trump card, no pun intended, which is the big gun. Esau was blessed with the sword, right? The modern day sword is the gun. And when when you project that gun, you might think about a gun as a handgun, but when you project it further into power, you roll it into greater power, you get the nuclear missile. And that's the end all be all to America, Babylon the Great, and other portions of the world, man. Israel, that place got to be cleansed as well, man. As it's written, the world was first cleansed with water, and this second time is going to be cleansed with fire, man. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, so going back, it says. Revelation 6 and 5, it says, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances. All right. Again, balances represents judgments. All right. In his hand. Okay. And it says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four angels. Again, the angels are the four beasts. The four beasts are the angels. It says, say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for A penny, in ancient Rome was equivalent to a day's wages in the Roman Empire, a denarius. All right, I believe that's roughly about a tenth of an ounce of silver. Okay, so it says, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. The oil and the wine represents this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the truth. All right, so that's going into just, massive amounts of debt, man. You're going to pay a lot to get a little. They got shrinkflation, they got inflation, they got hyperinflation. They got I just heard another inflation the other day. What was it? Dateflation. You can't even take a woman out on a date anymore. You can't even go out on a date no more. It costs like $200 to go out on a date, $250. And a lot of that just goes into the wants of these women, man. And I was just thinking, hey, not only is this world, because I was watching a clip that a brother posted about Eve. I think it was Elder Manat Zakba. Eve, one of his lessons, how you get it down, man. Eve, she's talking shit, talking about she don't even want to go to heaven because you got to bow down to a man and yada, yada, yada. And it's like, I get it, man. I get it from these black women, man. They're so-called free, quote unquote free. So really, in my mind, I was just like thinking like, hey, yeah, this is your world too, bitch. This is your world too, man. I could see why you wouldn't want to serve the Lord. You could think that you're free and your mind is warped, man. And you just need a reset. But that's just going to the fact that this is their world as well. They ain't trying to come up out of Esau's world, man. They're beguiled by that serpent, man, as it goes back to that Gardenian pact. So real quick, that was it. That was Revelation 6 and 5. That black horse. Lord willing, you were edified, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakwadash. These plagues are not going to be slack. Shit's just going to get worse and worse. We're at the beginning of Jacob's trouble. And soon, certain of these women, they're going to be, they're going to get their minds right. But the vast majority of them, they're going to be taken out of the way with this devil, man, because they joined unto him. But look forward to a lot more of this inflation, this the works of debt and slavery coming to the scene of America, which is Babylon the Great. Giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Shem Kakodash. Shalom.